Hello tacticians, it's Nox here playing Warhammer 40k Tacticus, and today the guild shop has opened, and to go with it we've got a lovely new guild raid boss, but more about him later. To get to your guild shop, click on the guild tab at the bottom and go into shop, and you'll be able to see what is being offered to you. Now you will have the option of 3 characters, one's Aethana, one is Commissar Yarrick, and the last is Isabella from the Sisters of Battle. Now, if you don't already have Commissar Yarrick, buy the heck out of him. He is an invaluable character to get through the campaign and is absolutely brilliant in the guild raids too. However, as you can see, I have bought Isabella, and the reason is she's got a certain place in the legendary events where you can only use either one attack or bolters only. She can actually heal, and actually heals on by default as the minions next to her get attacked. So she's actually a very useful character to have in those legendary events, but if you're not quite there in those legendary events, by all means leave her alone, or maybe buy the odd shard, try and get there. But as I said, if you haven't already got Yarrick, buy, and buy again. The other option will either be badges or orbs, and depending on what you actually need, just buy what you need. Here we've got the common, uncommon and legendary, and they are quite expensive. However, you will see we have some guild credits already which were given to us from the last guild season, which leads us on to talk about our new friend Ghazghkull Maguruk Thraka, the Prophet of the War. Now Ghazghkull has a new ability which means on the 5th and subsequent hits, he actually reduces the amount of damage taken by 90%. So the idea is you hit him as much as you can with the first 4 characters and let your 5th twiddle their thumbs. The other thing we need to worry about when fighting Ghazghkull is on turn 3 he will summon in his Orc Boys, and this will be 5 plus the number of summons that you have summoned. So ideally we want to be facing this guy without using summons of our own. Having said that, if you can summon your guys after he's done his, I think they could still have a place. So what characters do I think would be good against Ghazghkull? Well, any of the Eldari are going to be fantastic. Of course, Eldrian will probably be the linchpin to any team you take in, with his passive of Doom being able to add just that little bit extra damage when you're hitting Ghazghkull. Calendis, fantastic sniper, high damage, no problems there. Aethana is an interesting one to include. She has 3 hits, and also buffs the damage and crit chance of all your other characters that you take in. Jane Zara, if you have her, also has 3 hits and a pierce, and has a weird sort of AoE damage for those Orc Boys with her Silent Death when they appear. Finally, Morgan Ra. He has heavy rounds, which does a 55% pierce, and a weird sort of AoE too, with his Morgatar being able to target those near his original target. Moving on, we've got some more traditional units. We've got Harken. His high movement and ability to do 4 hits with piercing attacks is actually quite a good fit here. And Vindicta is an interesting one as well, with 4 attacks, and of course Eldrian's Doom could be a good addition to have, especially when you think with those Orc Boys come in, you can flame a lot of them in one go. However, the fire on the ground may also restrict our own movement, so you may need to be careful if you do include her. And finally, these are the All-Stars. These are the ones that we probably really do need to think about if we have Eldrin in the team. And that's because they all have 6 attacks. We've got Brother Burshard, Volk, Ravas, and Immerspec. So let's start with Burshard. Another strange one. He's slow, but again he does have his AoE capability with Fragstorm, which can help us take care of those Orc Boys. Volk, as you can see, is, well, he's just useful in all these raids. His 6 attacks with heavy ammo is just fantastic to use against the raid bosses, purely because of the 55% pierce ratio, and also he has his Frenzied Firing, which is an AoE attack against anyone within range, which can help clear up those Orc Boys too. Ravas is an interesting one here. Although he does have 6 attacks, they are only pulse ammo, which only does a 20% pierce. And whilst I really wish it'd be a great example to add, I think he is actually at the bottom of the pile, and leave him for when facing the Necron Guild Raid boss. Finally, there's Immerspec, a 60% pierce with Overwatch. I think this guy could actually be quite good against Ghazghkull. At the end of turn 3, before Ghazghkull actually summons in his troops, don't attack. The troops then come in and Immerspec will probably kill them all. Unfortunately, mine's not geared up enough, anywhere near enough to be of use here, but if anyone has used him, I'd be interested to know how that actually works. Because again, the 6 attacks being buffed by Eldrin's Doom is going to do a shed ton of damage. Who else do you think might be useful against this Guild Raid boss? Have I got everyone here, or are there some characters I haven't thought about? Please let me know. And as always, please like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be seeing you on the battlefield.